contend with Arizona's size?
It's difficult. It's a challenge. They're playing with 7-footers, a couple 7-footers on the floor. Then Ryan Anderson is playing very big right now, 31 points in his last game, and he hurt us down in Tucson when we played them before. We've got to be very scrappy, very aggressive. We're going to have to guard their size as a team, and it will help if we can keep the ball in front of us out front. Excuse me. Thank you.
From like just the last time that you played them, do you pay more attention to that first half and say this is what we want to do, or do you pay more attention to that second half and say this is what we don't want?
A little bit of both. We obviously went through that second half and tried to sort it all out, what happened, but try to capitalize and be better at what we did in the first half. But they're a different team. I'm sure Alonzo Trier will play this game, and that gives them an added dimension, another guy that can make baskets and get to the free throw line and get you in foul trouble. So it's going to be even more of a challenge this time.
Is that harder to game plan for since it's been so long since they've been a team that had Alonzo Trier? Recently they maybe played a little differently because of that.
With him, well, we lost to them by 30 without him.
Right.
So we've seen them play on film before. He went out. Either way, they're a tough matchup for us. So we got to go in and be prepared to face what I think is a little different makeup of a team than anyone else in our league.
How do you think you guys are different than when you played in that game? I know it wasn't that long ago, but.
Oh, I think we probably execute a little better offensively at this point, and I think roles have been defined even more. And I think everyone is a little more comfortable in their own roles, whatever those are.
When you say facing them being a different team, what do you mean specifically? What jumps out at you?
That with Arizona being a different team?
It's a challenge to kind of get ready for different looks or something about them.
Well, if Gabe York's on the floor alone, you got to be concerned about him. Parker Cartwright hurt us last game with his penetration. Kadeem Allen hurt us at times with his penetration. Tolson broke out, knocking threes down, and then we had problems inside. So that was without Alonzo. So when you talk about challenges, put all that in one package and now put Alonzo in the mix. That's a different challenge. That's a different team than we played last time.
You've known Alonzo basically forever. Does he seem like any different player than you would have envisioned he'd be at this point in his career? What the way they're using him, or what he's doing?
Ever since I've known him, since he's probably 8 or 9 years old, he's been able to just score, do things offensively that most can't do. He's always had a passion for this game, always. And you can still see that passion when he plays.
How did DeJounte come through with his ankle?
He didn't do much yesterday. We wanted to rest it, but he should be okay for the game tomorrow.
And how's Noah doing with his deal?
He's doing fine.
Most of the way through the season, your freshmen have done a really good job being a cohesive unit. How do you think the local guys have adjusted to playing with each other as opposed to playing maybe against each other, like we did?
Like Matisse,
Yeah,
Tyborn,
Matisse.
Chris. I think it's fine. You know, those guys, one way or another, played together before they played here at Washington. So they're familiar with each other. You know, David Crisp and DeJounte played an entire year in the same team. I know David Crisp and Dominic have played together. Matisse and DeJounte played on the same team together. So those local guys are accustomed to one another. They played against each other in league play, but then now they played together all summer, then played together in the fall. So it is a group that is pretty adaptable, I would say, that can play with a lot of different type of players, because I think there's a lot of versatility in the group. So that bodes well for guys being able to come together and play well together, regardless of the combination, regardless if they're local or if they're not local.
You've probably addressed this before, I'm sure, with the kind of chemistry building or group building, has it been easier this year with the kind of personalities you have, or how would you say has the process been any different this year than the previous year?
Well, most of these guys are starting from scratch, so we had to take our time. There were certain things we would have covered much earlier, but we delayed that process a little bit to make sure that we got it. We didn't want to go too fast and not get things. So that's one way we had to look at it. And I've said before, we had to maintain a balance of being patient but yet moving along, because you have to be able to learn the entire philosophy of what we're trying to do. So that part happened. Now I lost my.
Well, just
Say again what you're saying.
Well, I just wondering, you brought a lot of talented young guys in here, and
That's what
you know,
it is. Yeah.
how
Well,
is that
this
process?
this group is so compliant and so willing to do what you ask them to do. They're trying to do what you ask them to do. So whenever you don't have to coach effort and you don't have to fight your team, you can get things done a little quicker, a lot less stressful.